On normal days, when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is study God's word and pray. On days where my Bible and my jota is not around me, or I don't feel very energized to study, I read my YouVersion Bible on my Samsung S24 Ultra, and it's always a wonderful time for me. Then after that, I do my to-do lists and plan my day so I don't get carried away. And if I don't have the strength to plan my day, I usually just go back to sleep. My phone is pretty cool. Let me tell you what I love about my phone. When I first got the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, I was excited. Like, it was basically the phone of my dreams. So I was happy that I had it. But I soon realized that it was too big, like too big for my hands, because I was used to using smaller phones. My last phone was an iPhone XR, and it was compact, and it was easy to hold. I also used a Tecno Android phone, and that was also easy to hold. So it was not easy to be using a Samsung Galaxy. Another thing was the camera. I didn't like the camera when I first got it. These are the pictures I took with the camera when I first got it. This was the picture before and then after I edited it. But even after I edited it, I didn't like how they came out. And I reached out to the person I got them from that I wanted to change it, that I wanted an A54 Samsung, and I was not going back. I want to return this Samsung S24 Ultra because I basically got it because of the camera. So if the camera is not working, I don't want it. After 2 months, what do I think about this phone? Guys, I finally got the hang of the camera. So you see, I now use the pro mode of both the camera and the video, and it has been awesome. I filmed beautiful videos and taking awesome pictures with this. So before I show you my camera settings that has really helped me, let me show you some of the videos and images that I have filmed with it. So guys, here comes the end of my Temu haul. Now, so when you go to the pro mode, which you go to by clicking more, you see the ISO, you see the focus, you see the WB and speed. All you really need to be concerned about is the ISO and the WB. Now what I usually do is just adjust. I focus the camera on the place I want to film, and then I adjust till I'm fine with it. So when the WB is high, you notice that the picture or the video gets red. When the WB is low, it gets blue. So you need to, I usually put it in the middle. When it's in the middle, it's usually very balanced, and I like what I come up with, but it's left to you. Now there is the UW, which is ultra wide. It makes your picture ultra wide. You can make it W, which is wide. And then for the T and S, right now I can't remember what they really are for. Guys, I'm not a techie person, but this is just what I have learned by using. So whenever I want to film in portrait mode, which is what I did in the previous video you saw, I go to the focus, and then I just move things around till I figure I get what I want, because I'm not really good at understanding these techie phone things, but I'm very good at moving things around. So I just move things around on my phone. Now for the ISO, I usually prefer 50, but if you are going for the dark aesthetic girl look, if you know that kind of aesthetic, the ISO is really good for that. You know, if you put it on 50, it gets darker, but if you take it higher, it gets lighter. That's basically how it is, and it's the same for the pro picture and the pro video modes. So you are the one that just needs to move it around. So guys, play around. If you have an S24 Ultra and you have been battling with the camera, just play around with these pro settings, and you'd really love what it comes up with. I don't usually use the speed that much, but trust me to play around with it if I need to. Now you see the ISO, it gets really light but darker in 50, lighter on the other part, maybe like when you go 100 to 125. So play around with it and you figure it out. That was what I did, and I loved how my video and pictures came out. Also, lighting is very important in camera, so check your lighting. They might actually help you do better. Now to another thing I love about my Samsung S24 Ultra is my pen. Now you see, when I remove this pen, especially when my phone is locked, I'm able to scribble something down. Maybe I'm not in a place where I can unlock my phone, but I want to write something ASAP. I can just write anything that I want to write on my phone, and then change the colors. I can erase if I want to. It's so cool. Like, there's basically nothing I cannot do with this S Pen. I can erase if I want to. I can rewrite. I can change the color, and there you have it. When I'm done, I can just click on save, and I'll find it in my phone when it's unlocked. Find it in the Samsung Notes. There you have it. Yay! Another thing I love about this phone is that I'm usually quite clumsy, and sometimes my phone falls down. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be dropping my phone because of a video, but most times my phone falls down unexpectedly, and when it does, it comes back unscattered. There was a day it fell really strongly, but it was still fine. So that's one thing I love about this. Another favorite of mine is Bixby. Hey Bixby. Open WhatsApp. Hey Bixby. Make the screen brighter.
Done.
Let me tell you what I find absolutely amazing about Bixby is the fact that it allows you to record your voice and register your voice on the phone, so that nobody else can call Bixby on your phone except you. So if someone else says hey Bixby and it's not me, it's not going to answer. I have another friend that uses Samsung, and he also registered his voice on the phone. So whenever I call Bixby, my phone answers me, and whenever he calls Bixby, his phone answers him. I think that is so cool, Samsung. Well done. Another thing I absolutely
Hi
love
guys,
about the
so
Samsung Galaxy
today
S24 Ultra is
we're
the
going
big
to be doing
screen. I mean, I could watch a movie on my phone, watch a YouTube video on my phone, even while I'm doing the dishes or cooking in the kitchen. I'll just play something on my phone, probably TikTok, and then I'll just enjoy it while I'm cooking. The S24 Ultra also has this cool feature where you can do multiple things at the same time. So most times I would be watching a YouTube video and reply a message on WhatsApp, or check out something on Instagram. On my former phone, I used to find it really hard to use the Notion app on my phone, except on my laptop. While that is still the case, I found that with my Samsung S24, I can actually use my Notion app. I can make edits. I can also access it through the widget on my home screen. And with that, it makes planning and my to-do list easier for me. I also noticed that it's easier for my smartwatch to connect to my S24 Ultra. Unlike when I used my iPhone and my former Android phone. So this is not like a form of comparison, but I just realized that my notifications come faster and it feels like my smartwatch is made for the Samsung phone. And come to think of it, it's not even a Samsung smartwatch. It's just one of those smart, I think it should be Redmi or thereabout, and it Xiaomi, yeah, and it connects so perfectly. So kudos to Samsung for that. As a girl who love aesthetics, I couldn't find the kind of case I wanted, so I had to order from Temu, and I finally found the ones that I loved. You can watch my Temu video for a full video on the casings in case you love them. While I still think the phone is a handful and it's quite heavy, I'm finally getting the hang of it, and I'm finally getting used to using the Samsung S24 Ultra. I still think it's quite bulky on the hand, but the casings really help me undo it. But I think it's really beautiful. I love the flat surface, though maybe it's not as flat. And I like what this S Pen does. So, you can long press the home button, and then if you want to copy anything on your screen, no matter what app you are using, you can easily copy numbers and text, whether with your hand or with the S Pen. Anything you want to do, the S Pen makes it easier, or the phone itself makes it easier. I really love the S Pen because it just adds bougie to it, you get. So I think it just makes it look nice. I don't think it has some very special powers, because without the S Pen you can still use the phone. But I love the S Pen and I love the phone, yeah. Probably because I'm not used to using phones with very big screens. I noticed that it's quite hard for me to type on this phone. Like when I type on the phone, I always make mistakes. And for someone who writes a lot, there are sometimes I just get into rants on my WhatsApp and I just want to write. It's quite hard for me to write without making mistakes. I know that I would eventually get used to typing on the phone, but I just want to put it there that I usually make a lot of mistakes writing ever since I've been using the Samsung S24 Ultra. So yeah, that's that. Another thing I don't like about this phone is that I still haven't gotten the latest updates, which was one of the reasons I wanted to change it initially. I wanted to return the phone initially because I still haven't gotten the latest update. I don't know why Samsung is taking so long, but I'm hoping that with the advent of the S25 Ultra, we'll be able to get the latest updates. Because to be honest, I don't know what's going on. I just want to get the I think UI 6.1.1. I can't remember. And also it's also affecting my gallery. There are some advanced features, the Galaxy AI features that I do not have in my gallery, and this is quite painful because that was one of the things that pushed me to buy the phone. So I'm hoping we get this new update soon. Yeah. As you already saw in the description, I will not be getting the S25 Ultra, and here is why. one, I'm not much of a gadget person. I'm not faced by new technology, so I don't really care for it, to be honest. I got the S24 because Google said it was the best camera phone, and I needed a camera phone for my content because I didn't want to get a camera just yet. So that was why I got this phone. And I still think I want to keep using this phone and get acquainted with it and probably fall in love with it. I hope that happens soon. Also, the updates might be taking longer, but I believe that when it comes, the S24 Ultra will be just like the S25 Ultra. So why waste money when I can just have it on this current phone? So that's my opinion. And lastly, I think upgrading phones to the latest is a waste of money and is not worth it, to be honest. I don't know why people do it. But I don't also think it's a bad idea. Like, if you have the money, please go ahead and do whatever you like with your money. And also, never say never. I might just decide to upgrade one day. So let's not say never. If I'm convinced enough, I might change my mind, but not right now. If I do, I will let you know. So thank you for coming to my Samsung S24 Ultra review. Kindly like if you enjoyed this, comment, subscribe. Let me hear your comments. What do you think about my review? What do you think about this Samsung S24 Ultra? And do you think I should upgrade to Samsung S25 Ultra? And give me reasons why I should upgrade. I would love to hear from you. Thank you for your time. Don't forget to subscribe again. Remain your beloved Sarah Olaleye. Take care. Bye. Hey Bixby, lock my phone.